So if you follow disc golf at all, you've probably heard players talking about a utility disc and how much they love it and how consistent it is, but it's not exactly clear what a utility disc is or what it's used for. So that's what this video is about. Let's take a look at utility discs. So my working definition for a utility disc is a disc that does the same thing every time you throw it, no matter how you throw it. So that could be something understable like a Warrant that's pretty much always going to turn, or it could be something straight like an EMAC Truth that's pretty much always going to fly straight. But in most cases, it's a very overstable disc because while the other discs will always do it, they're a little bit more dependent on wind, whereas an overstable disc, like the Justice, is pretty much always going to fade. So that's what a utility disc is, but when do you throw it? Generally when you're trying something new. That's when there's a lot of variables, so you're trying to control as many as possible. For me, it's when I'm throwing a forehand roller. I don't usually throw those, so I'm not very adept at it, but if I throw my utility disc, I know that it's going to go straight and it's going to finish to the right. If I'm throwing some sort of overhand shot, I'm going to pick my overstable disc because I know that no matter how I throw it, even if I mess up the angle a little bit, it's going to pan to the right and land on top. So that's when I would throw a utility disc. It's also really good for skip shots or for pitching out of the woods, like these big cedar trees we have here at Jones West. If I'm ever pitching out of that, I'm probably going to be throwing my utility disc so I can focus on hitting the gap, and then I can trust that the disc is going to do the same thing even if I mess up my shot when I'm hitting the gap. So if you're trying to remove as many variables as possible, the plastic is another place to look. You're going to want something in the Lucid or the Fusion plastic, something very durable so that it flies the same as it did last time. The Lucid Justice is the most popular utility disc among our touring players because it's got that durability and it's going to stay consistent from time to time, even if you don't throw it every round. So that's what to look for in a utility disc. If you're missing this slot in your bag, I would definitely recommend checking out a Lucid Justice. Remember to subscribe here at Dynamic Discs to get more educational content like this, and thanks for watching.